So after waiting damn near half a year, Baki finally dropped on Netflix to the tune of Faithful, Powerful, and Unrelenting. I was able to watch it with a satisfied grin and even a smile when I realized this was only the first half of Season 1. Now, of course, that still begs the question, is this bloodbath of a series more substance or more candy for my combat-centric cerebellum? Or, to more specifically answer the actual question I got from my co-watcher, what the hell is Baki? Baki debuts on Netflix smack dab in the middle of the canon series, so it certainly feels a little bit off when characters brag about their placement in the maximum tournament like it happened a week ago, or like anyone actually cares how defined their sternocleidomastoids are. But it doesn't take long to understand that narrative structure, plot, character growth, and, plot really don't matter to what Baki is. And this season is actually a perfect investigation of what absorbing any form of the epic tale of Baki Hanma is. From the Dark Tournament to the Tournament of Power, anime loves a good excuse to compare and contrast all of their juicy characters, and Baki is no exception. However, this season is an evolution of that concept. Rules, especially in a tournament, exist to homogenize power and skill level since everyone is aiming for the same thing. With the introduction of 5 death row inmates who play by no rules, this season of Baki explores true combat, where martial artists, murderers, professional athletes, wrestlers, champions, educators, delinquents, and bystanders are all fighting with conflicting definitions of victory and defeat. This shapes battles that are devoid of excuse and makes every fight as important as the crowning match, since philosophies are thrown more often than fists. Plenty of anime enjoy the trope of shooting out encyclopedic strikes at your disbelief until you can nod your head in agreement to statements like, well, of course this telepathic, ghost-wielding Bruce Lee wannabe can hold their breath for extended periods of time underwater. Plenty of species of falcon have air sacs that can be used as secondary lungs in emergency situations. Baki's take on this, however, comes without departing from the human reality. At times, entire superhuman feats will be described from the perspective of a third party to normalize what just happened. Medical professionals give urban legend sidebars, martial art masters give history lessons for techniques that are used for less than 2 seconds, omnipresent narration will describe mathematic theories, and logic will be stretched to the extreme but never broken. Sure, there isn't a good reason why an uppercut would set off a mouthful of live ammunition, but the reality is there. All of the things that are happening are possible on this Earth. The novelty just explodes in real time, always falling back to the cue of some cosmic rule. Wounds make people uncomfortable, which is why real bloody damage is normally restricted to horror, while exhaustion, energy level juggling, and at most limb removal are the limit to your typical combative series. Baki definitely works in some grotesque damage with some physically warping blows, but more than that, characters experience state changes with consequences in real time. When a character is enraged and starts a fight they shouldn't have, that harm is a permanent factor to their body and mind every second after. Sure, we want our characters to shrug off ass whoopings with a couple of seconds off screen or a magic bean, but the sight of a character susceptible to flame and firearms pushing through a double kneecap creates a more honest impact. At the end of the scrap, it's not that Baki is a masterpiece. It's simply a master class of what would happen if you took your typical fighting story and sharpened it to only its essential basics. And what you get is a battle built exclusively of storied strikes.